Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to a new Let's Play. And I guess it's not new. We already played this. We played it as Chris, and that was my very first Let's Play ever. But I decided, you know what, it's Halloween, and maybe I should play some sort of horror game or whatever, which I'm playing Alien Isolation, but I've been playing that forever. And I thought, you know what, I kept saying I was going to do Resident Evil again so we could do Jill's scenario. So let's just go ahead and do that. A new costume has been unlocked. Should we go for a new costume? I would like to choose this costume, but you know what? It's like, I really like her classic costume. Also, this is really sexy. It's probably too sexy. Oh, I can't decide. Whatever. We're gonna go with sexy. All right, Jill Valentine. Yeah. Come on. July 1998. Raccoon Forest.
Situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots. Bravo team.
Man, I love this cutscene so much. When it first came out, I actually don't remember how old I was.
Recently occurred in Raccoon City.
I think I was in high school. I was definitely in high school.
Attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were
apparently Eden.
The Bravo team was sent in to investigate.
I heard that they maybe might do like a Resident Evil TV series. I've been thinking about Resident Evil TV series for the longest time because I know exactly how I'd do it. I'd do it way before the outbreak. Way before. And I would have episodes that just involve like regular stars doing stuff the way you would expect like a cop drama, like some sort of Law and Order sort of deal.
We continued our search for the other members.
But I would also have like other episodes that would flash back and show like Spencer when he was young or things like that. I'd have episodes involving like the Ashford family and all that sort of thing. Almost, I guess, like the way they do Gotham, like it's not really about Batman. Like Bruce Wayne's in it, right? But he's like a kid. Selena Kyle's in it, but she's like a kid. Stuff like that. I actually have not watched Gotham, but I mean, I know that's more or less what they do. I guess that's kind of how I would treat Resident Evil. Man, that's got to be horrible to just be ripped to shreds. I mean, I guess if they tear your throat out right away, I guess you could consider yourself lucky. Or good luck within bad luck or something. No, Jill's gonna do something. She's gonna fall. Now, I'll give her that. To me, it's okay if she fell there. I just think she falls a little too much in this game. Everybody's really hard on Brad, and I think it's just because he's labeled a coward. But I can't think of anything in the video games where Brad is considered a coward. You know what I mean? In the novels by S.D. Perry, I think he's referred to as like Chicken Heart, or like so. The comics, the novels paint him as being something of a coward, and so like yeah, that's why he took off. you know, because he's already predisposed to being, you know, chicken. But
What is this place?
Not
but I
quite
don't
your
think the
ordinary
games really
house,
say anything
that's for
explicitly
sure.
about that. So even though he
Hey,
takes off,
mister. Where's Chris?
to me,
Jill, no.
I don't
You don't want to go back out there.
I don't know what
But we've
happened,
got
you
to
know?
find...
What was that?
Chris?
Like the way that I like to think of it is
Jill?
that
Go and
maybe the
investigate.
other pilot,
I'm going with her.
who I think was, I want to
Got
say his
the wrong
name.
way.
Oh, they showed his name in the
Right.
cutscene. I'm sure they did,
You
right?
two
Didn't they
go.
just?
I'll
His name
secure
must have
this
popped
area.
up. I just can't remember.
Stay sharp.
Well, I can't remember, and I don't want to sit here trying to think of all the Resident Evil names. But like maybe he came back to life as you would expect a zombie to do, right? This outfit's way too sexy. I made a mistake.
A dining room.
I don't know what it is about girls in tank tops, but it's just, it's too hot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I don't think we need this just yet. I'm still using tank controls. I know the remake, this particular remake remaster lets you use normal controls, but the tank controls are just too ingrained into who I am. A large filth encrusted jar. This is where they keep their filth. This is the shitting pot. This is when you're in the dining room and the food's too fucking good, you cannot bother to get all the way down to the bathroom. Because let's face it, getting to the bathroom in this mansion is kind of a bitch. So it makes sense that they would have like a shit
I think you
vase.
better take a look at this.
What is it?
I still think that's weird.
Blood.
He touches it, and I'm guessing he's smelling it because it doesn't look like he licked his fingers.
See if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
But I don't think that's usually something you do. Like, ever it's like old cop shows and they have like a big bag of what is clearly cocaine and they stab the bag and then they get some on their fingers and then they lick it. That's like, how many times can you do that? Cocaine is like a really addictive drug. I don't think you can just keep taking little samples, you know, just to be sure. And like not end up being some crazy cokehead officer. So I don't know about you touching that bloodberry. And this incredibly iconic scene. Oh my gosh. Oh, so creepy. We can't do anything about it, so we're gonna leave. No. I'm not wearing my protective shoulder pads. We gotta get out of here.
Barry!
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
Wonderful voice
Let me
acting.
take care of it. What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by this thing.
So you didn't shoot him in the head, but it's apparently dead or down. And that's kind of an odd thing with Resident Evil. In that in the movies or things like that, it's like, look, you gotta shoot him in the head. That's how you kill him. You know, like Leon Kennedy specifically says that, like in Resident Evil Degeneration. But in the Resident Evil games, you didn't always get headshots. Those were like when you got lucky, you got like a critical hit or something like that. Or, you know, you're using the shotgun or whatever. But this is one zombie's like, fuck it, I'm out of here. I could walk to the other end of this room and continue to try and eat those two humans, but I think I'm just gonna go back to my spot. But anyways, like in these Resident Evil games, you just shoot the shit out of a zombie and he dies. You shoot them and you shoot them in the chest again and again until they fall down and just kind of bleed out. So they don't really work by the zombie movie rules, you know. What have we got in our inventory? Next to nothing. Okay. A heavy looking pitcher. Well. Now, if you open the door, you'll let a dog in, and part of me kind of wants to do it. Will I have Barry here in the hopes that maybe he'd help me? And if we're gonna die from something silly, let's die from something silly right here, right now. Because this is not smart to do, so it's usually something I never do, and it's something I've only ever done out of curiosity. Better finish searching the hall first. Ah, you ruined it, Jill. For all we know, that might be where Wesker is, just having a smoke outside. And if you play Resident Evil 6, you can come behind the staircase in one of Chris's scenarios for like a little Easter egg. A lot of people kind of don't like Resident Evil 6, but I actually do. I don't know. I looked everywhere, Barry. I found nothing. No, I think that the way Capcom did this is that these are all basically like JPEGs pasted over stuff, and this is how everything looks so good. But in a way, I think that's really smart, and it really worked for these games. And you know what you got was something very impressive. Because when this game came out, I was like, oh my gosh, look how freaking amazing the GameCube is.
Same here.
Like, Capcom could fool you into praising a Nintendo console for power.
I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay, then I'll try the door on the other side.
Even though I think technically the GameCube was more powerful than the PS2, I think those little mini discs really kind of screwed it up.
Okay.
Because those things cannot hold very much.
I almost forgot. It's a lockpick.
So I don't know.
I'd make better use of it.
Nintendo's a company dead set on just kind of shooting themselves in the foot for one reason or another. They'll do a lot of things right and then just do something goofy.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
And I guess most gamers are not willing to overlook little things like that and just be like, nope, screw it. This machine sucks. So they don't sell all that well. I think it's on like the NES was maybe somewhere around like 60 million, then the SNES was like 50 million, and then N64 was like 40 million, GameCube's like 30 million. I don't know, I think it just kept, they've been like on a steady decline since then. Outside of the bizarre anomaly that is the Wii that sold like tons. But apparently that was just like a one-time thing. Let us examine stuff. We're gonna examine all the things and read all the things. I know I already did that, but like, you know me, man. I don't care. I'm just really in the mood to play Resident Evil, and I've just been wanting to play it for a while. So, it's a handgun. Yes. A Stars Custom Automatic. Fires 9mm parabellum rounds. Oh man, when they were selling like the actual little replicas, like the airsoft guns, I really wanted one, but I never had the money at the time, and now trying to go back and find that stuff, they're like super expensive, you know. So, I never got one. Let's examine our knife as well. Survival knife. A mid-sized, lightweight survival knife. Jill's personal protection knife. Used for close encounters. Personal. Well, I don't think I see her name on it anywhere. I'm pretty sure everyone has the exact same knife. So I guess personal other than like it's hers. It's the one that was issued to her. Lockpick. A tool for unlocking most simple locks. I don't know, it seems pretty good lockpick set. I always feel like, I don't know, like as a kid, going to like a store to buy like a lockpick set, I always felt like I was being judged. You know, like what are you gonna do with this kid? Huh? Break in somewhere? You know? It's like I just want it for my home. Like what if I lock myself out? Stuff like that. I'm that kind of person. I want to have all these things. A set of tools, at least a multi-tool, a knife. I like to keep these things on me just because I don't know what's gonna happen. And I just think that it's smart to do. So now if we go back there, well, all that really happens is we find a knife and we get our little like self-defense tutorial. Oh, I actually don't know if I have the self-defense set to auto or manual. There's a map of the mansion first floor. Take it? Yes, sir. When I was a kid, I had a book and I drew this whole map. I was like, oh man, I don't know why I took it so serious. I got a ruler and everything and I just drew all the maps. So I had one book that was all of the maps from the Resident Evil games, and another book that was all of the files, like the personal diaries and everything, and I just wrote them down, which I thought was kind of neat because it gave everything like this personal handwritten look. I don't know why I felt the need to do that, but when I was a kid, doing stuff like that somehow brought me closer to the game or something, you know? A portrait hangs on the wall. It almost seems like it's watching you. Could be. Actually, one time I went to a museum and I did see one of those kinds of paintings where it looks like the eyes are following you, and it really is creepy. An old photograph sits in a frame. Maybe this person was connected to the mansion somehow. Maybe. It's locked. An emblem of a sword is carved into the lock. Well, what else can we do? It's actually been kind of a while since I played Resident Evil, so I'm sure I'm going to make a bunch of mistakes. Like not bringing this, not bringing that. It's locked. An emblem of a helmet. I know a lot of these doors are locked. I just like them to be shown as locked on the map. And we'll go out there in a minute. Now, when I played this as Chris, now that I hadn't played it in a while. A long while. Like since like high school. So I really took way longer then. And also at the time with my channel, I only had like, I was still doing the whole thing where you could only have like 15-minute long videos. So I would try and cut everything at about like 12 to 14 minutes. And that meant that it took a lot of videos to finish up that game. Now I think we can have videos that are like twice as long so we can really get something done in each episode. Okay, please just leave me alone, sir. Oh, those shotgun shells, we'll leave them. Oh, we don't have the thing yet. Duh. I'm all confused. Don't touch me. Oh no. Ooh. Alright, we got lucky. Sorry to disturb you guys. I totally forgot that I needed the stupid arrow key yet. This is what I'm talking about. These are the kinds of mistakes that I make. I think it just happens because I played this game so much, you know, that it's like I forget. It's like I know what to do, so I start jumping ahead of myself. Is the problem? But it's cool. I got all night to play this. I don't know, I've just been like in a Resident Evil mood lately. When the two have run each other through, the path to your destiny will open. Interesting. A picture of two knights striking each other. The short sword has been thrust into the breast of one knight, while the long sword has pierced the head of the other. Very gruesome decor Spencer is into. Now, usually I like to take a shot at this zombie in the hopes that I get lucky and just get like a critical and shoot him. But usually that doesn't happen. Come on, Jill. You can do this. No, never mind. It's ruined. Forget it. You messed up. Wearing those goggles has provided you with nothing. The corpse of your comrade, Kenneth. It looks like he's holding something. It's the film that belonged to Kenneth. I need a video player to see what's recorded on it. Alright. Why do I want to say the other pilot's name was Kevin? It's like I feel like throwing out the name Kevin Doyle, but that could be way off. Or dead on. I really don't remember. T-set. Investigate the T-set, Jill. Nothing. Well, anyways, like, what if he came back to life, you know, and he started to attack Brad, and Brad took off, or there was other dogs. Like, we don't know why he took off. I don't think. With the only thing we can go on is that maybe, the only thing to go on is that the novel said he was a coward. But those novels aren't particularly like canon. A large birdcage. There's a dead raven inside. Okay, that's all I wanted you to show me. There's a corpse collapsed on the floor like it was an instant death. What the hell happened in this mansion? And I guess this was just to be weird, but like, you have these shackles and it's never made sense. Where I guess like, okay, I guess you could have chained up a zombie here and another one right here, but why would you chain them up here? Like, I understand chaining them up, maybe just wanting to study them or having some bizarre fascination, but we're not in the labs. Right? I mean, like, this is just part of the upper mansion. Like, this is guests, or even you have to walk by here, Spencer, or your butler, whose name I totally forget. But I think they say his name in Resident Evil 5, the DLC, which I'm totally forgetting the name of. Lost in Nightmares? Was that what it's called? I don't know these fucking names. But the Chris and Jill DLC, where you read all these files from the butler and how fucking in love he was with the goddamn Spencer family. But he's gotta walk by all this stuff. You're just gonna have zombies chained to the wall. Okay, he can stay like that a little while longer. Let us go through here. Okay, buddy. I don't think I'm gonna get lucky with headshots. So we're gonna go. Oh, okay, and then we're gonna get stuck, and then we're gonna keep going. That's good. Good job, us. Will you take the golden arrow? No inclination for why I would need to, but we're just gonna take it. Then we're gonna get these bullets. Okay, don't fuck this up. Good job!
Good job!
You unlocked it. I'm trying to be relatively careful here. Last time when I played as Chris and I was playing on hard, I really kind of fucked up. I just forgot how damn hard mode is. You really can't take a lot of hits. Let's go ahead and examine our arrow, golden arrow. The arrowhead looks like it can be removed. Arrowhead. The arrowhead is made from peridot, sometimes referred to as a poor man's emerald. Okay, now let's just hope we don't get caught again. Okay, come on, come on. No, man, I should have waited. You bastard. Okay, oh, well, maybe we should read this first. A tomb engraved with a picture of an angel. There's an indentation in the shape of an arrowhead. I guess if you came here first, like I did, and then you read this, then you would feel like, okay, if I find an arrowhead somewhere. But I think maybe most people would have found the arrow first. Look at that, we're already on caution. He barely took a little bite out of us. I tell you, it's not having those fucking shoulder pads to protect us. I think we get something from here, right? The flames are burning higher and higher. It looks as if they'll overtake you any minute now. What do the other flames say? The flames are dancing wildly. This is such a cool room. Although I don't know what's going on here. Like, is like below us, there, I don't know. There's something. I mean, it's constantly going, so it's like, I don't know, like there's some sort of machinery going on downstairs, grinding wheat or who knows what. A book is fitted perfectly in the indentation. Will you take the Book of Curses? Okay. Let us examine this book. Book of Curses. It's titled Book of Curses. Well, ain't that something? There's a key embedded on the back cover. Will you remove it? Yes, I will. Book of Curses. The Four Masks. A mask that speaks no evil. A mask that smells no evil. A mask that sees no evil. A mask that cannot speak, smell, or see evil. When all four fall into place, evil will awaken. Now this is just like some new puzzle for this remake and stuff like that, but I think it's odd that Umbrella would even have this here. Like, why would you ever have any need to wake him up? And let's just examine our key. There's an engraving of a sword. That is our sword key. Well, I think that's going to do it for this first episode. I'm really excited to be playing this game again as Jill, because Jill's just one of my favorite characters ever. You know what I think it is? I've been watching a lot of X-Men the animated series, and the voice actress for Jean Grey, even though I don't really like Jean in the X-Men animated series, the voice actress for her is Catherine Disher, who does the voice for Jill in Resident Evil 3. So when I watch it, I just hear Jill all the damn time. And also, I think Alison Court, who does the voice of Claire in all the Resident Evils, but I don't think she returned for Resident Evil Revelations 2, which is a shame. But she does the voice for Jubilee. So I think it's just because I've been like marathoning X-Men animated series episodes. I just keep hearing these voice actors that's just what subliminally got me into the mood to play Resident Evil again, even though technically Jill's voice actress is not Catherine Disher in this game. I think it's only Resident Evil 3 in the Marvel vs. Capcom games or whatever, but yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time.